sorry, I'm like, let me just put that quickly here. So, Tessa, could you just quickly tell us something about the project that you are involved in?
Yeah, so I'm a PhD candidate at AI Pact, which is a group of scientists who are looking into the social impact of artificial intelligence in the fields of work, communication, arts, and health. And they're sitting right over there, so if you want to talk to them after, address them, I would say.
And could you like give some more details? Like, what are you together working on?
Right. So we have quite a broad range of topics. So I will just elaborate also time-wise just on my own topic.
Maybe just your favorite. Yeah, probably your own.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So my work is actually about the topic of work, and specifically I look at the fashion sector and more specifically even about workers in the fashion sector, so people that are making our garments. The last 20 years, garment production has mostly been outsourced to Global South countries. So if you will look into one of your own labels, you'll probably see made in Bangladesh, made in India. Also 80% of these garment workers are women. But also we know that the working conditions of these women is usually not the best. The wages are low, hours are long, and there's also a lot of knowledge about the unsafe working conditions that these women work in. So my interest is really to look at the global production systems and how these connect to these working conditions of these women. And specifically, I look at the topic of decent work, which is a concept from the International Labour Organization. And this is a way of looking at work that's not so much about wages or hours, but also really looking at the value of fundamental core issues such as freedom, equity, human dignity, and safety for workers. So you're probably thinking right now, okay, we're here at an AI-themed opening, so how does that relate to your work? Well, actually what we're seeing now is that the garment industry is really starting to change due to advanced technologies such as artificial intelligence. And what I really want to find out more about, and which is currently very under-researched, is really how these technologies in the greater system of production affects work throughout the chain. So that's really what I focus on. And in doing so, I really hope to find barriers, but also opportunities, how we can use these technologies to improve sustainable working conditions for these women.
So I had a little quick peek just after rehearsals, and my dress is made in China. Yeah. What does that tell you?
I mean...
Should I be feeling bad now?
It's not a very transparent chain in China, so I can't say anything conclusive, but it's probably...
Okay, I should worry. All right, thank you. Thank you for enlightening us. Thomas, well, I think we've pretty much figured out that technology, AI, is unavoidable and it's going to impact our life drastically in the future. And you believe that we really need to start at home early in life while we're still students. You started the Turing Students in 2015, so you've been running it for 7 years already. Can't get enough of it.
So we started Turing Students when we came to university, and we noticed that we got really excited about tech, but there was no organization, no community we could refer ourselves into. We said, let's just start one. So we did start one, and I asked to put up this picture, which is a very professional one, as you can tell. It's from Locus Publicus, for the locals here. Mm-hmm. And that was the first meeting of Turing Students in 2015. And really our goal was to really excite more people about technology and make that exciting, teach more people about coding. And we didn't look or wear too professional at that point, but my main message here would be that don't be afraid to start, and then eventually you'll learn what you have to do. But so I haven't been running it for 7 years, thankfully, I guess. But students have taken it over, and then now it's a self-living organization that I'm very happy to contribute when I'm back.
Self-living like AI.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what can students do themselves to give more impact to their education and to improve their skills? Do they knock on the door of the Turing?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to get excited about technology, there's one way to do it. But I really don't think there's just one solution. So if you really want to affect your education and in general your life and your development, I think it's super important just to get matters into your own hands. Just don't wait for somebody to sort of figure it out for you. And I think that's a good example for other students or even the staff or whoever is involved in Erasmus to really just be active, be proactive. I really love the quote from Steve Jobs where he says that at one point you realize that everything around us is made by some other people. Like somebody made everything and somebody thought of everything. So you have two choices. You can either just look at those things, enjoy them, be a user of them, or you can go out there and create things that you get excited about. So Turing Students is one of those things for me personally, and I really encourage everyone here as well to sort of make the world as they would love to see it.
Thank you. And could you end this little talk by just like some short recommendations to the university? You've been thinking from AI, from the students' point of view. What could the university do to offer more or make their students more world-wise, tech-wise, AI-wise?
Yeah, so myself, I've been involved in education since I got excited about this thing and we started building an organization. What we really found personally is that what works best is to learn through practice. So to learn through trying out things, doing something, failing, getting up again, failing again. And that's an amazing experience to have. And I think especially in university, you have the freedom to have this experience, and it's much easier to fail and start again. So I think the best thing university can do, and I know is doing by little steps, is encourage more students to be active in these organizations, start new organizations, make it easier to start them. Up to this day, there are some complications and there are some harder things for students to do, and I would love university to take steps basically to make that easier, because we have a lot of amazing students, a lot of amazing alumni, and they really just want to get things done.
And don't be afraid to make mistakes along the way. Fail and fail better.
Precisely.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Thomas and Tessa. Thank you.